So, are you ready for me to click new story?
I am ready to go.
All right, let's do this. New slot. Ooh. So I get to choose whether I want to start as Anthony or start as Tanya. I guess I'm just gonna pick. I'm just gonna pick Anthony.
They're already splitting us up, you mean?
I guess so. I
Damn
mean, I don't.
it. I don't want to be alone. No.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'll start as Anthony.
Okay.
I don't know if you were given a choice. Were you given a choice? Or...
Nope. I don't see
Oh.
anything right now.
Oh. Okay.
I think you're in full
I'm in
control.
full control. All right. So, all right. So here we go. Shay and I are muted. We cannot hear each other. So now, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going on this all by myself. All by myself. I play. Oh gosh. Okay, we're doing that thing. Oh, I like the little stick figure, voodoo doll looking figure at the center of the O in Hope. Roadside Diner, 9:42 p.m. Present day. If it's present day, I don't see much social distancing masks. I don't see any social distancing. Well, I guess nobody's around. He doesn't have to social distance. If you guys who are watching have no idea what I'm talking about, kudos to you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with social distancing. So Anthony is the bus driver, I guess? I guess he's the bus driver? Oh, snap. Okay. So it feels like from the get-go, Shay is completely... I don't know if he's in a completely different place. Is he one of the bus passengers? This is really interesting because I have no idea who Tanya is. And Shay probably doesn't even know who Anthony is. So... it's gonna be interesting to find out who he is, or does it ever get revealed to us who each other is? All right, yeah. Okay. Who's this hunky police officer ranger guy? Maybe he's Anthony.
Thanks for pulling over.
Sure. Something wrong?
We got a problem up ahead. A big accident. We've had to close the road.
State trooper.
We're diverting all traffic through Little Hope. You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
I doubt a short delay will trouble them too much.
Okay, so we do have a bunch of...
Head up the East Road. Takes you straight through Little Hope. Adds almost no time to your journey.
Okay. Okay, so how many passengers do I have? I'm wondering. Oh, we've got a bridge. Bridges and like going over water is a thing in supernatural stuff, like Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman didn't want to cross the river. I'm not sure if that's gonna have anything in the plot.
You rub that chip any harder, it'll wear away to nothing.
Maybe the female passenger's Tanya?
How long have you been sober?
A few days shy of 3 months.
Sober. Oh.
Impressive. I heard the first 90 days are the toughest. And
So
roughest.
he's a recovering
I
alcoholic?
know it doesn't add up, but I get something from holding on to this.
We're going the wrong way.
It's fine, just a quick detour.
It's not fine.
Calm down. It's all okay.
Oh, please, John, could you not patronize
Can you
me?
keep it down, please?
Oh! Alright. This is a scary game, that's right. Thanks a lot, officer. Bearing updated. Bearing? Bearing? What does bearing updated mean? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Stop it, James. You know I hate it when you don't take the things I say seriously.
Come on, sweetheart, I do. I just had a rough day today.
Can you believe they are at each other again? I can.
Yeah.
You're drunk. What a surprise.
Man.
I just caught the game with the guys, honey, that's it.
That's not it. Never is.
There's talk. Some of us may be losing our jobs. The
You've
factory...
been saying that for years. I'm more worried about Megan.
What's wrong with Megan? She looks okay to me.
Everything looks okay after 10 beers. Reverend
boy.
Carson held her back after prayers today.
Reverend Carson.
It's 4 weeks running. She's not right. It's serious, James.
You worry too much about that kid. I can't deal with this right now.
Another surprise. You can't deal with anything. When would be the right time?
You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Getting yourself worked up for nothing.
For nothing? Single-handedly keeping our family together is
Family?
far from nothing in my book. I could use a little help.
Maybe if we'd had kids of our own, none of this would be happening.
That's a real low blow.
Wow.
Don't
Really?
you get how tough
You're
this
not
is
the
for
only
me?
one feels pressure. The factory situation is serious, Anne. Real serious.
Oof.
Not right now.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's
Not tonight.
a very
way.
creepy. I'm sorry, but that is a very creepy photo of the girl. That expression on her face is really creepy, but that's probably what they were going for. Bonnie Tramp? Bonnie Tramp. Anthony Clark Family Home. Oh! Anthony.
Dang is late. She always is these days.
Give her a break.
At least one of us is out having a good time. Give her a break.
It's him I'm worried about.
Why do I feel like
That
Anthony's
guy's
not
no
going to
good.
survive?
All that new age bullshit. Reminds me of some creepy cult.
He came in last week. We shot the breeze a little bit. I like him.
That one's a classic. Legendary vinyl.
Bonnie Tramp.
Quit pawing at it, will you?
Sorry, that girl is still creeping me out. She was the girl that was in the street, right? So this is stuff coming... So, is this explaining how...
Hey, Bigfoot! Mind the goddamn vinyl, will you?
There's no need to be so tough on her. It was an accident.
Everything Megan does is an accident.
Yeesh. Oh, is that Tanya?
Damn ice.
Oh, it is Tanya. Yeah, okay, so we found Shay. Number one dad.
I'm going to start climbing through the window unless that door gets fixed.
Oh, so she was probably talking to him during Shay's part. I'm
How's
curious to
things?
find out who he is.
Let me guess. He's been pumping iron again.
They've been
Pumping
at each other's
iron.
throats since Dad got home.
Shay's deciding. Sweet. Okay, I'm super excited to see Shay's part of this.
What's it about this time?
I'm gonna.
Dad's been drinking. Who could have guessed it?
They're always fighting these days. Getting predictable. Like a record that keeps playing over and over.
Dennis, for the 10 millionth time, will you shift that shit of yours up into the attic?
Hey, some respect. This is a valuable, rare, and sought-after collection. Think she was a Marine sergeant at past life.
What's curled up his ass?
He's being a jerk.
He's being even more annoying than usual tonight. A real jerk.
So what else is new?
Hey, Dennis. Hey!
Doggone
Not
it,
now,
Dennis.
sis. I'm busy.
Doggone it, Dennis. What you doing? He is totally gonna fall, dude.
Hey! Quit acting
He's
crazy!
totally going to die. He's gonna break his neck. Everybody in this house is gonna die. Oh god. Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Girl.
Jesus.
Girl.
You scared me,
Serially.
sweetheart.
I heard you talking about me.
Not now, Megan. I'd like to have a bath in peace.
Yeah, without
Take
people...
a break from this madhouse for a while.
without people creeping up on me. So this isn't their biological daughter, is what I gathered. So she got adopted by them? Are they like foster parents? Did they kidnap her? Okay. Is she locking her in the...
Maybe you should talk to Mom and Dad.
It's not a great idea
So
for
they're
me to
brother
get
and
involved.
sister.
You know what
I
I'm
think.
like? I just upset someone.
This sounded more serious than the usual bullshit. They were talking about Megan. She's done something bad.
I can't say I'm surprised. There's definitely something off with Megan.
I don't get why everyone keeps picking on her.
Okay, Mr. Shining Knight in Armor. Where's the little princess anyway?
Probably better to leave Megan alone.
As her big sister, it is my sworn legal duty to check in on her.
Right, sure. Like you're the law around here. She went upstairs.
I'll go find her.
I like sweet characters, so I'm trying to make Anthony a sweet guy. Who probably is not going to survive because of that. Press to pick up, move, examine, put down. Oh, I remember this. And then you flip it to examine. I remember this. Okay. So she's going up to look to... Shay's going up to find Megan. I'm down in the kitchen, which is where I feel very comfortable in. As a foodie who loves to cook, I'm good with being in the kitchen. And Dennis is nowhere to be found. My dad is in a drunk stupor. Oh. Oh, I remember this. I was not a big fan of this. Click. 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 Click.
Here's the lead pass. Edison in alone. He drives and Robert saves. Coming up 15 feet to bring it up.
Come on, Anthony. Oh, right. I have to do a right click. Doggone it. I have to do a right click.
Keep an eye on your little sister.
I have to do a right click.
Mom is real worried about her.
It switched up on me.
It's okay, Dad. 10 years checking on her right now.
You want to try raising a family like this? The devil himself would struggle with you guys.
Press to move to a location. Press. Okay. Oh, I see. So I can't... WASD doesn't work then? I have to... that's weird. WASD doesn't... Okay. Oh, because I do have to click. Interesting. So it's just point and click and go to places. Okay, I'm not sure I like these controls. Because, like, I feel like I have less control now over where I'm going. I mean, I'll get used to it, but it's just like, they got rid of the WASD. Shroud of Innocence.
Perfect distraction from this madhouse.
A must-read for anyone with interest in the Salem witch trials of 1692. A.P. Davis, The Herald. Shroud of Innocence. T.S. Hartley. Okay. Just trying to... Basically, I'm trying to examine as much as I can before time runs out. Inspect. There may be... Move. Press. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so I have to hold... Getting used to these controls, man. Not seeing anything. Okay. The New England witch trials. New England witch trials. Little Hope Museum, $7.99. Sorry that I keep walking in front of you, Father. Here, I'll try to go behind him. I'll try to be a good boy. These controls, man, I just don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna struggle with these controls. I don't know if I want to go out, open that door yet. I'm still boiling water in the kitchen. Can I go back in the kitchen? Oh. Can't go that way. Oh, the clock is gonna drive me nuts. Oh!
Son of a bitch clock.
Doggone it. The water's still not boiling. Yeah, that clock, I'm gonna have issues with that clock. It's actually a decent sized kitchen. I wanted a kitchen this size. Megan Clark. So this is the sister, the creepy sister. Attendance, number of days absent, 30, 29, 27, 30, 29, 28, 173. Days, no, number of days present, days absent, 0, 1, 3. Days tardy. Alright, so this is her. Yeah. 6 weeks period.
Wow. Megan is in even more trouble than I thought.
So she has a whole bunch of Fs. She's doing okay, and then as the term progressed, she went to B's and C's to F's and D's. That's unfortunate. I was a big nerd in school, so that's unfortunate. That clock, man. This thing still isn't boiling. Okay. Man, Shay must be having a fun time hanging out with Megan upstairs. Okay. Is there anywhere else I can go? Oh, can I interact with my dad? Alright, I'm starting to run out of things to examine. I guess I can go out the front door now. Because I can open the front door. That's one thing I didn't do, is open the front door. Can we go outside? No? The door's locked? Really? How? It's locked from the inside? What? Okay, I'm confused. Did Megan do that? We just let Tanya in. How can I not unlock... How can I not unlock the door from the inside? I don't know. Okay, I have to hit the cursor off screen to make him move. Okay. Alright. I'm starting to get in the hang of this. I'm really, though, missing that LWASD. Maybe they thought this gives us more control, but it just... I don't know. So far, I'm feeling a little wonky. This thing is still not boiling. Alright. Maybe there was something outside that I was supposed to find, and I didn't see it? Why couldn't it be bright and sunny up here? Why is it so dark? Why does it always have to be at nighttime? I mean, I know the reason, but... Oh wait, what's in here? Anything? Can't go in there. Maybe
Anthony, where the hell are you? Anthony, where are you? Goddammit! Anthony,
was I supposed?
I'm getting really pissed
was I
off.
supposed to go upstairs?
Anthony, I swear if you don't answer me.
Wait, did she think I was upstairs?
You could be right about my family.
Is she gonna kill everybody?
I think so too.
Tanya,
Oh,
what's
this is
going
not
on?
good.
That little brat locked me out. It's fucking freezing.
Uh-oh. Oh, great.
I'll let you back in. Go easy on Megan. Hold on.
Oh no. Anthony, be careful. And the door's locked. Is she killing her parents? Is she killing her parents? Maybe she locked out the kids to protect them.
Megan! You in there?
Maybe that's what maybe she locked us out so that we wouldn't get caught in the fire. At least I'd like to believe that, but...
The kitchen's on fire!
Are you fucking serious?
Man.
Megan!
Call the fire department! Call the police! And the dad is asleep. Dennis is up there too.
Mom?
And Mom's in the...
Where the hell is everybody?
Anthony, help!
Let's save Tanya. She's already outside. So let's save Tanya.
Anthony! Hey! Up here!
Do we have to choose between Tanya and Dennis? Because if we do, I know who I'm choosing.
I got trapped in the attic.
Get to the balcony!
Anthony, help!
Come on, Anthony.
Hey, Dad!
How is he not waking up? Yeah. Good job, Anthony. Come on, Anthony.
I can't breathe!
Do I have to? It's about to collapse. They're gonna fall on top of each other. Oh! Oh my. How about Anne upstairs?
Get out now!
Ooh, there's blood coming out of her mouth. Which normally doesn't happen when you're suffocating, I don't think. I have to go in. I have to help Megan.
Hey, hold
She's
on.
younger. I have to help.
Megan
I have
out.
to help Megan. She's inside, and Anthony's gonna die. But you know what? You know what? It's what he would do. He's gonna die, but it's what he would do. And now Anthony's gonna die. Tanya's gonna die. Sorry, Shay. Sorry, Shay. It's what he would have done. I felt like I would metagame too much to save Tanya, knowing that it was Shay. So... And everybody's gonna die. Oh my gosh. This is like Final Destination stuff. So Anthony's the only one who survives? I'm wondering if Tanya dies no matter what.
What have you done?
Mom, stop!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were pretty much gonna die no matter what. That was just gonna be a thing. So much death. Oh. Here we go again. The only thing is that this is kind of predictable, right? Because for anyone who's played Until Dawn, and I think they did this for Man of Medan. I don't remember how Man of Medan began, but definitely Until Dawn, they had a couple characters that just ended up dying. Yeah, no, Man of Medan was the same thing, because you had the two soldier guys who just ended up dying. So I think my biggest critique right now is that they sort of recycled this formula over and over again with Man of Medan and Until Dawn. And it's gotten to the point where you kind of just expect it now. And so as soon as we saw Anthony and Tanya, I'm like, these are the two characters that are just destined to die in the prologue. So I feel like the writers should try to change that up a bit, because it's hard now to get any emotional attachment to these characters, because you kind of already expecting them to not survive. So I think what would be better is if that the characters' deaths are more determinate. Who knows? Maybe Tanya could have lived. I don't know. Maybe Tanya could have lived. I'm not sure. But it feels like, based on that so much death title, that they were still going to die regardless. And so it's, yeah, crazy predictable right now. Shay, are you there?
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
That actually worked really well, because if you pause, it pauses on my side. So
nice.
You can be in control of that.
There we go. Wow. So
yeah,
that was the prologue.
So that happened. We got everyone killed in the first half an hour of the game. So.
Yeah. I'm obviously not going to share what happened from my point of view too much, because it was one of those things where it started out. Did you see the bus driver at the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. So at first I thought the bus driver was Anthony, and I was curious if like Tanya was a completely different character somewhere else, or maybe Tanya was one of the people in the bus, or
Tanya. Oh. So you wouldn't have had that. I think you would have had that context. It was. Did you have to make it? Yeah, I know you were making a choice. Were you going into the house, or were you going to save someone? The person you could have saved on the balcony was Tanya.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, this is even way before, like with the bus.
Oh,
with
yeah.
The bus driver. No. So I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize until we got to the house and got to the family that Anthony was not the bus driver. So at the time, I was thinking maybe you were one of the passengers on the bus, but
no, I didn't see anything behind the bus driver. I heard the voices, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything. And if you've seen that scene, it's fair enough for us to speak about them. You could hear the people talking in the bus, right?
Yeah,
and they definitely sounded like the same people. So it seems interesting how this prologue sets it up as like, are we going to flash back now? Or is something else going on, right? So
the way that time plays into this story, I think, is going to be super interesting.
So I'm going to bring something up because I might have been confused, and I don't know if this can be I don't think it's necessarily a spoiler. So in the opening scene where you see the husband and wife talking, he's drunk and she's and she's talking with the girl, but then the drunk guy makes a comment about maybe we should have had children of our own or something. And so I thought that it was like an only orphan child or something, but then we get introduced to the other kids and they're calling them mom and dad. So I was like, okay, wait, what? So are these all is this an orphan house? Like, is it something like that going on? I didn't know.
I was thinking maybe they got adopted, or they're foster parents who eventually adopted them. That's a very good point, because I did catch that too, and I feel like that's what the implication is. If they said maybe we should have had children of our own. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say now, from without saying what I witnessed, I don't. I did have something to read that took me a long time. I don't know if that happened to you, but I got this warning at one point where I was like, I don't know if it was because you were waiting for me to get through a certain point, and it was trying to tell me like, "Hey, hurry up," you know. So I forget the sound it made, but it made a sound, you know.
Oh,
started going, yeah.
I didn't.
I wonder if that happened on your side.
Well, there wasn't anything long that I had to read. I definitely was wandering around because I was in the main floor, and I'm assuming you were in the second
upstairs.
floor. Supposedly you were checking in on Megan, and I'm sure I'm going to find out what happened when you went to check on Megan. But I was on the main floor, and I was running out of things to click. I think because I was like, okay, what else am I supposed to do? But I also don't want to rush Shay. But I feel like the game is going to force us to rush Shay.
No, I know the signal. So the game does have some mechanism in place, which is good for us to know that, you know, the other side is basically just burning time at this point.
Okay.
So
interesting. I'm wondering.
And it's kind of integrated into it because I didn't know if it was something I did.
Or
if it was a signal, you know, that it was a hurry up because the other guy is waiting.
I'm intrigued. So I'm intrigued to see what that was then. That's kind of cool if that's the mechanism. Go ahead.
I will say from the keyboard and mouse, I was going to ask you, I'm fairly certain I used the gamepad last time because I was having a hard time maneuvering, clicking. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not just
me too. No, it was, I totally spent a good chunk of the first part being like, I don't really like this point and click on where I'm supposed to go because it's so non-intuitive, and I'm afraid that it's going to
it was the same thing,
that it's going to like
compromise us, right?
I
because
feel like
it's like if I have to run, how am I don't know where I'm clicking, where it'll actually move, you know?
Right, which is strange to me because I think I either read an article or I saw an interview that, you know, it wasn't getting into any plot, but was saying how they got a lot of feedback from players of the first game who said they were having issues with just controls in general.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like, oh, well, we took all the feedback and we used that feedback to try to make these make it easier to control these characters now. And I'm like, I'm not seeing it, dude. I'm not seeing the easier.
Give me a WASD, like just let me move the character, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, because you click on things and they're not going in the path that you think that they're going, and it's just I have a feeling this is not going to be good, but we'll see how it plays out.
And then so I had a heartbeat scene like we got in the first game.
I did too.
I am absolutely certain I was using the gamepad in the first game because I remember screwing up on the buttons and compromising us in that hallway.
Okay.
And with the mouse, I failed again, but I don't know how I failed. I got hyper focused. I kind of explained it on my side, but it's like I don't know if they said, hey, instead of clicking the left button, click the right one.
Correct. Yes, that's what it was. Because same thing with me. Thing with me. I also failed at that part because I thought I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually good at this part. I can do this. And then the second set came.
It's gonna be a disaster.
And then on the back of my head, I was like, I think in the back of my mind, I noticed that the little mouse icon showed the right button, but it didn't like click for me until it was too late. So I was like, oh, I was supposed to. So, yeah.
Okay.
So that's a thing now too.
Something to keep in mind.
Switching up buttons, which I think is going to make it harder for both of us. I don't think people are good. I think we're killing off all our characters this time.
This is going to be a short Let's Play.
I feel like
we're not going to get to the end of the game.
Yeah, I feel like I really should not be getting attached to any of these characters because I'm like, oh, you're going to die soon. I'm sorry.
It's almost like I'm going to say sorry now and I forgive you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry and I forgive you, Harry.
So
we both acknowledge the fact that
So I think it was implied that when we were with the bus driver, that the random girl that was in the middle of the street was Megan, supposedly Megan, and going back to me saving Tanya or somebody else. So I knew that you were Tanya, and I was like, I had only a split second to make a decision, and part of me was like I kind of want to save Tanya because I know Shay is controlling Tanya, but now that's metagaming, and then because I was thinking realistically, the way that I've been role playing Anthony is he's very protective of his little sister. Not that
Megan,
he isn't.
I picked that up.
Right. Not that he isn't protective of his other sister, Tanya, but Tanya's outside, and Megan was the other person I could save. I didn't know if you knew that, but it was between you and Megan, and like Megan's younger. She's actually inside the house. And again, this is me separating the fact that I, as the viewer, know that Tanya has something to do with the fire. That Megan had something to do with fire. Megan, it was implied, had something to do with locking Anne in the bathroom. So me like trying to separate myself from that and just trying to be on Anthony's perspective. I was like, Anthony, my gut reaction was Anthony would try to save his little sister. Like, that's just what he would do. And, you know, as soon as he ran into the house, I was like, okay, he's dead. He's like totally dead. Which brings me to one major criticism I have already at the game, which I brought up privately on my end, was doesn't this formula of the prologue seem very familiar to you, Shay? And by formula, I mean the mortality rate of the characters in the prologue.
The intro of how I was kind of alluding to that the first game as well, if that's what you're referencing, where it gets like this game throws you into a scenario where you feel like you're kicking something off, but it actually is going to end it, and then you're going to start the game. And
this is where I think it's becoming a problem, because it's now
predictable.
Just when. Well,
when is it going to happen?
It's predictable. Like, you know, these characters are just going to die because it happened with this game. It happened with Man of Medan, and hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for too many people. But it also happens in Until Dawn. Until Dawn, exact same thing. You have these two characters that just die. Like, no matter what you do, they just die at the end.
I watched your Let's Play. I didn't remember that.
Yeah, and so that's why when I played Man of Medan with you, I was hoping they weren't going to do that again, because it was just so predictable. But they did. And now, you know, they brought this prologue where you and I are Anthony and Tanya. I'm like, I wasn't even like going to play around. I was like, these two are dead. Like, I'm just accepting it now. By the end of this prologue, they both, no matter what you do, they're just going to die. And I was right. And I was like, come on, guys. Come on, writers. Like, why do you keep... It's so predictable. It is so painfully predictable now.
Now, my question, though, would be, because now I don't remember enough about the trailer, but I feel like, I mean, the lady is in it. I remember that. I could swear the Anthony was a character in the trailer as one of the main... I don't remember Tanya, though. Tanya? I don't remember her as one of the main characters, but there are 5 characters in this game, right? So I'm wondering, is it the 5 characters who died in this house? So, yes, they killed them, and so, but could these be the main characters? I'm taking you also don't remember enough from the trailer.
I recognized Anne. I don't recognize Anthony, but I recognize Anne. So there's something to that. I think there's something to that. But yeah, I think that was my biggest hang up right now. It's just like I don't have attachment, unfortunately, as much attachment to these characters now, because I know they're just not going to survive. So, but
yeah, I mean, we'll see where it goes. Where it goes. But it's because I think the whole time thing is going to be the Mangler for this one. And so I'll talk about some of the signals I picked up on just to pass them over to your side in case you pick them up on your perspectives.
Okay.
So there was a lot of hints at cycles or like reincarnation or circles, the sun. Like there's enough signals there, like comments made by the characters that alluded to some subtext that said that, you know, other lives. Like she seems like, I don't want to say lines that actually you might not have heard, but if you try to look back at your own experience, like did any character say something that was, and I'll just throw one out there, she must have been a cop in her past life or something like that. That's not what the line was, but that's kind of like the suggestion.
Yeah, no. She was talking about Anne. Like, she must have been like a Marine or
That
drill
was
sergeant.
okay,
drill
so we heard
sergeant
the
in a
same.
previous life. Yeah.
So
I heard
things like that,
part.
right? I'm like,
Yeah.
so maybe this isn't just about the Salem witch trials. Like, it could be that there's certain there's certain souls like they're going to talk about like what it means to like jump lives, or I don't know how much perspectives we're actually going to shift here. I know that this is about the Salem witches, but this could be about something more than that, and that's the red herring, and that's kind of how I'm going into this.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. Hopefully the main game is not going to be as predictable as this one was.
We'll see. I mean, even like from the horror trope perspective, as soon as we were on the bus, we were in a foggy city, right? I'm like, is someone going to be in the middle of the street? We're going to swerve, right? Exactly. They're going to play with all of those, but hopefully they twist them. Like, my hope is that they're not just going to give us the obvious; they're going to give us that twist. We'll see.
I hope so. Hello, sir. I remember you.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, curator.
Welcome. I don't believe that we've met before, have we?
We have.
Well,
welcome to my repository.
That's true.
I am the curator, the guardian of all these wonderful stories. And I have a very special tale for you to tell.
For us to tell? Oh. Thank you, Lumiere.
Nice.
If they have a little clock on his desk, I'd kind of laugh. A little Cogsworth clock. Oh, look at the symbols.
Oh, hey.
I think
4 games.
Yeah, 4 games at least.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
I like that.
This particular story isn't fully fleshed out. It's only part written, and the choices you make will complete it.
By killing every single person in it.
The fire. No, there was nothing you could have done about that.
Yeah, I figured.
What's happened has happened.
I love that.
Or has it?
No.
Anyway, look to the future, I say.
Oh, maybe that was a few.
Life's but a walking shadow.
Who knows?
Eh? You are about to enter
the danger zone.
Confusing, perhaps disturbing world. How disturbing might depend on what you choose to believe, and how confusing on the path you choose to take. There are an infinite number of directions in which one could travel. We seldom have all the information that we'd like, but we have to choose our path nonetheless, and hope that we get the clarity and the outcomes that we want.
Conrad!
You see, you will be determining the outcome of this tale together. What one does will often affect the other. So even though you are 2 people, you'll be completing the story as if you were one.
That's a great mechanic. Like, you have to admit, it's pretty brilliant.
As in life, the actions you take matter. They will determine how your story resolves. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the end. You've seen how the story starts. So
you can replay chapters, maybe?
Death.
Yeah.
How many more deaths is entirely up to you. It depends on the decisions that you make.
How many do we get?
Sounds like a challenge.
What's the limit?
How many deaths can you guys do?
Trust your head or your heart.
Oh, that's the hard part for me.
There is no right answer.
Get into character, and hopefully it gets easier.
Sometimes the other. My advice, for what it's worth, is to thine own self be true.
That's got to be a hint, or maybe even a piece of advice for later.
I'm here simply to record what you do, not to help you.
But I think you just did, though.
I'm not supposed to interfere, you see. Not my place, apparently.
We talked a little bit about what this guy could be, right? Like, this is like not normal.
Apparently allowed to share wise words from great storytellers that have gone before, where I feel that would be appropriate. Oh, one final thing before I let you go. There are pictures in Little Hope.
Oh yeah, these pictures.
If found, show you a vision of a possible future.
Right, I remember that.
May not happen.
Oh great.
Use them. They might help.
Well, and then it's like how we interpret them too, right?
Yeah,
we were screwing that up in
Able
last
to
game.
attend. Off you go.
Exactly.
Have fun.
Oh, thanks.
I do enjoy
Yeah,
I do enjoy a good funeral.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like the best way to do it is to go with the gut of the character. Like I was
Yeah.
playing selfish for sure. So
You were playing selfish for sure?
yeah, I was trying to keep Tanya alive. Like I'm not
Are
gonna fight
you?
this.
Yeah. Are you more of a? Is your gut default reaction thinking on your head or thinking with your heart?
I think I try to understand the character first, and then I make a choice. So is this
Okay.
character a surface level
Gotcha.
reactivist, or are they going to be
Gotcha.
they're going to get all emotional? Like then I kind of go by that. Yeah. So
Got it.
it's just if we are switching character roles around though, which I will feel that's odd, is like because I think that happened in the first game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like I'll play a character, but then you will eventually play that character too in other scenes, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of weird
Yes,
because if
that's
we try to RP as the character, it's like, well, are we having a change of heart at some point?
That's true. No, that's a good call out. That's a good
Mhm.
call out. I don't know how to answer that. But to answer my own question, I think I have by default, like before I start understanding the character, I think by default I tend to think with my heart before my head, which, isn't always the most self-preserving. Yes, it's not always the most self-preserving thing. So
Not in horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, completely digressing, is it at all disturbing that I actually find the curator bizarrely attractive? Is that disturbing?
He's so clean cut. He's so fit for his age. Like
He is, and he's that voice. I mean, it's creepy, but there's like something alluring about it too. That whole I love a good funeral. So there's something both disturbing and I don't know, alluring about that. But anyway, just pointing that out.
It's like a candle to a flame.
Exactly.
What? Moth to a flame.
Before you and I both burn both ends.
Nice.
Okay.